Hello there, and welcome back. So today we're gonna talk about another game and give you guys my thoughts about it. And this time we're looking at Balance, which is a game released in 2004, and it was published by Atari. Uh, it's like a unique physics-based puzzle platformer called Balance because of the player, the main protagonist. In a way, it's this ball, which the original form is made of wood, which is the balanced version. Then you have paper, which is lightweight but more fragile and can get pushed over by the other balls. And finally, you have stone, which is the heavier and sturdy, but obviously much slower when it's not going downhill. So basically, you switch between these three ball types to solve like physics-based puzzles. There's some platforms you see with the obviously the material of each type of ball, which is paper, wood, and stone, and use this to like navigate different puzzles and take advantage of the unique physics of each ball type. The original game came with 12 levels, with increasing difficulty and more complex puzzles as you advanced. And eventually the developers released a last level, which is level 13, also known as the Twilight Zone, or just Twilight Zone. And they posted it on their website, but it didn't come with the game. So it's like, you can call it like an official mod, right, made by the developers, but it didn't come into the game in any release. And it's definitely a cult classic. It has a small dedicated fan base and even gets like some mods, and there's also a project with a fan remake of a mobile version for Balance. I've seen some videos and it definitely looks like they either remade or reused some assets from Balance, but the levels look different and obviously has a mobile like user interface. And it was not the most popular game ever back in the day, but it definitely had a special charm that makes it like visibly pleasing and easy to recognize, and also pretty fun to play. I played this when I was younger, when it first came out, and I really liked it. I don't know why, but I got drawn by the aesthetic of this game, and it's pretty cool. The gameplay has you rolling like through this like floating platforms above like the Earth, and you can see the clouds and the planet down like very far down. And I think sometimes it's not just the Earth, like you have different planets. I think I'm not really sure because I think the colors change sometimes, but definitely has like a charm because it's very relaxing. You just hear like the wooden ball just rolling around against concrete or metal wires and such, and then you have this very chill like nice, light, relaxing music, and it definitely has a special like feeling. It's very like relaxing, but also you feel lonely in a way, like you're just all alone, suspended like so high in the air, like above the ground, and feels very lonely, but like calming in a way, you know. So it's very interesting aesthetic. I think it was inspired by Marble Madness, which was a game with a similar concept back on the Game Boy, I think. And you basically had to like navigate with a marble and go up and down these levels, like avoiding obstacles, pushing other balls down, and avoiding falling off the platform, which is very similar to this game. And yeah, definitely is more advanced than that because the PC hardware is more potent than Game Boy, but it definitely has the same like identity in a way. So yeah, it has 12 levels. I've recently done gameplay of all of them on my channel, including the bonus one. And back in the day when I first played this, I did complete all the levels except the last. So I completed like at least 11 levels. And I'm not sure if I ever completed the 12, but I don't think so, because now we're gonna get into like a little spoiler here, but I don't know if anybody cares about spoilers for Balance, but it's not exactly a heavy story game, right? But it does have like a little thing at the end. So every time you finish a level, you get to this platform and you land your ball in the center. This platform has like 4 balloons attached to it, and when you get to it, the bridge breaks and the platform like floats away with your ball. However, when you finish the last level, which is level 12, and this is also true for 13, when you reach this platform and it floats away, there's like a tiny UFO that comes, like kind of looks at your ball and then gets like a little claw and takes the ball with it and then flies into space, leaving the platform like to float away empty. And I never saw this when I was a kid, so that's why I assume I never finished the last level. I always thought I did finish all of them, but since I never seen that little UFO, obviously I never finished the last one. But this time around I finished all the levels on my first try except for the last 2, like I think 11 I died a couple of times, and 12 definitely took me a little more, because from 1 to 11 they're basically similar but different puzzles and increasing in challenge, but then level 12 is a little different because you spend most of the level navigating like metal wires, so you have to like go straight and very like precisely in the center, because if you go a little off to the side you just fall down to your death, and there's some like challenging puzzles that you have to figure out and navigate that way. So definitely was a little more challenging than the other ones, which is why I never finished it as a kid, but it was definitely fun. And then I downloaded the Twilight Zone because I think the official website is no longer active, but it was archived on archive.org, and I decided to give it a try. I didn't know about it back in the day because I saw videos and such, but I never played it because I still have my disc of Ballance, but it I think it only worked on old systems, so I don't think it worked well on the newer Windows and such, so I never played it again. But recently I saw it go on GOG.com, and I don't think it was expensive, so I definitely got it to try it out, and I'm happy I did, because as soon as I saw the cover on GOG, I just went for it. Didn't take me like 2 minutes to buy the thing, and then I decided to record gameplays and such. So yeah, since I found the archived level 13, I decided to get it, and it's called Twilight Zone, and it's the only level that has a specific intro. Like when you click on it, you go to this like similar stage like the menu, but it's like nighttime, the clouds are like dark and blue, and you have like thunder and lightning going around. And then there's like floating text, which is I think it's called Sudo in Chinese, and I think it's the same in Chinese and Japanese. It basically means speed or speed level, something like that. And you have to like wait for the text to come into view and click on it to start the level. It's the only level that had this like custom intro, I guess. And as far as I know, it's the same stage as the beginning one, or the main menu one, I mean, or maybe it's a little different but very similar. And it's not part of the level itself, it's just like the intro cutscene, let's call it. So then once you start, you begin this level, which is definitely the hardest level of Ballance, because as challenging as the other got, this one literally put to the test every skill and every like puzzle type you ever faced in Ballance. So you basically start with this rolling, like you have to roll a stone ball, which is not yours, so you have to literally guide this stone ball along the level, because you're gonna need it later on. So basically you have to like clear obstacles in front of it and such, and then sometimes you have to get under it so it can pass through, and you're making like kind of a gap in the bridge. And you have to do this for the most of the level, and you have to like clear like obstacles in front of it. Then there's like this huge like runway, is very long, and you have this wooden panels that you have to go like around and get in front of I think it's like 10 rolling stone balls, and you have to go in front of them and clear objects in their path, because you're gonna need all of them to make like a bridge you go over with the paper ball. And then after you do that, you have this it's like a segment where you're literally riding on top of a few stone and wooden balls, and you have to go like back and forth between the groups and like clear objects in their path and such. It's very cool, but it can get frustrating because it's pretty hard to do, especially to get everything right. And you do get a few lives along the way, but you do have limited lives. So if you lose your lives, you have to restart from the beginning, which is a bit annoying. It took me quite a few tries. I am gonna upload a video, if I haven't already, with all my failed attempts on level 13, so you can see how much I struggled. It definitely took me quite a while to get it, but I was definitely very happy when I finished it. Like, you feel a sense of achievement, because I think it's definitely hard. It's not the hardest thing I ever did in a game, but it's definitely challenging, and yeah, very, very interesting. And then after you finish the part where you ride like a few different balls, you have the biggest and like longest metal wire puzzle that kind of like swirls like up and down, feels like a roller coaster, and you have to literally maneuver your ball with the directional pad and keep it like inside the wires, because if you press like the wrong way, the ball is gonna like fall out. So you have to basically direct the ball and also rely on the G-force to keep it inside the swirls. And then the finale is literally like a huge set of like I guess like bent like a bridge, but in a U shape, and they're like next to each other, so you have to go very fast to reach the ending, but try to not like jump over it. So you have to navigate very precisely, so you have enough force to go up, but not too much. And obviously don't fall off, because if you fall off, you restart at the next checkpoint, or if you run out of lives, you just restart the whole level. So definitely challenging, and when you finish it, you definitely feel nice like about yourself, because you get a certain level of achievement, especially compared to the other levels, except for level 11 and 12, which I guess can pose a little challenge every now and then. I think this is the only one that's really like harder to do. So yeah, definitely worth a shot if you're like into physics-based like puzzle games, and if you played Marble Madness back in the day and you didn't know about this, now you can try it out. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely play it again, because just for nostalgia alone, I just like to go on every now and then. The same with games like Luxor or Zuma, which is like these tile matchmaking games. I might make a video about those too, but I saw this on GOG store and I couldn't help myself. I had to start with this. But yeah, I'm definitely planning on doing more videos of like games like that I used to play in the day, and also some casual games such as I said before, like Luxor and Zuma, because my mom used to play those when I was a kid, and I got into them too, because we're playing them together and challenging ourselves to like beat different levels. We each had our profile, because I think Luxor 3 it was, you could create like different profiles, and you could see how much you advanced in the level by the pyramid, because you're building a pyramid. And yeah, I would compare my level with my mom's and see like if I can beat her and stuff. So yeah, I'll definitely do more. And for Balance, I really liked it. If you never played it before, I definitely recommend it. It's not that expensive on GOG, and it's very comfortable to get it up and running. And yeah, if you did play Balance before, I hope I unlocked a few good memories with this video, and let me know down in the comments if you knew about it, if you liked it, and what you think about the game. And maybe in the future I'll try some custom levels. I've seen a few videos out there of fan-made levels for Balance, which seem pretty cool. So yeah, if I might look for a few, and maybe sometime in the future I record like a video of me playing them, and also if I find enough like levels and I like them enough, I'll try to make another video like this, like give you guys my thoughts about them. And yeah, definitely was fun trying this again and talking about it. And that's gonna be about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in my next one. See ya!